I've had a few people ask me to do a tutorial on making a stencil on GIMP and Photoshop. I wasn't going to do the video because there is other videos there, but you've got to do what the people ask for. So let's go. What you're going to need first is a picture. Take a picture of myself, might as well. I'm a bit of an egotist, so I'm going to do a picture of myself. Oh, that's shit. That's a crappy one. Right, and we get it on the computer, obviously. Look at me using screen capturing software and all that jazz. Right, obviously you want to go to gimp.org, download GIMP. It's easy as that. It's a free download. Go open, obviously open up GIMP, go to open, find the picture you want. I've got that one there. I just kind of named it what I think of myself. Wait for the photo to open, and there's my ugly face. Go to view, you can enlarge it, you can do what you want. I normally go a little bit bigger, so let's go to like 60%. What you want to do is you select the free select tool, because you want to get rid of the background part of it, because that's just going to confuse things. So what you do is you basically click around the image that you want. I'm just going to do it like super quick. I'll probably even speed it up, to be honest. Okay, so when you get to this point, what you want to do is you want to go all the way around the background, because you want to take the background out. That's the bit you don't want. Okay, and then click the last little circle there, and you can see that the line is all dotted and stuff. So you go to edit, go to clear, and that'll clear the whole background out. And then you want to go to select none, and then you've got the picture you want to use as a stencil. Okay, from there you go to colorize. When it does it, turns it all blue. You want to put the hue down to 0 and the saturation down to 0. Click OK. That gives you a black and white image. Okay, from there I normally right click on the layer, duplicate the layer 2 or 3 times, depending on how many layers you actually want. I normally do it a couple of times in case I make any mistakes and go back to like the start. It's just the easiest way of going back to the start. And then from there, this is literally the easiest way of making any stencil I've ever seen. Go brightness and contrast, put the brightness up slightly, the contrast up to 100. And from there, you've got your black and white stencil. Okay, so you can have it as dark as you want, have it as light as you want. So obviously that's too far, that's too much. You kind of want it in the kind of middle somewhere. It depends how much detail you want. This really isn't the greatest picture that I'm showing you. Okay, so obviously I'm doing a multi-layer stencil here as well, so it doesn't really matter. Then I normally go to this one, which is color select the white. Go to colors again, colorize by alpha, color to alpha, I should say. That takes all the white out. Again, select none, and then go to your next layer. So what from there, what you've basically got, if I put that on top, you've got a black layer, and then you want to make your grey layers as well. So on this one, do the same sort of thing, brightness and contrast, put it up slightly. Don't put your contrast up all the way, because you want to get the greys in there. So I would probably go to like there, click OK, and then same sort of thing, click on a black, because this one beside it will click like the individual black bits, so that'll click that bit there. It doesn't always select everything. If you click on this one, that'll actually select all the black, and then you can just kind of cut that out. And again, you want to click on the white, Do the colour to alpha. Get all that white out again. Select none. Okay, so what you've got now, if I just put a white layer in there. There you go. What I would normally do with the grey bits is I would actually go back to the brightness, put the contrast up really slightly to like 10, get rid of that white, because what you get is you get a fuzzy white line, and then from there I'd actually select like a little bit of white. Yeah, and actually cut that white out. It just gives you a smoother line. And you've basically got a multi-layer stencil there because it's 2 layers. If you want to do another one, you go to the 3rd layer. Do exactly the same thing. Brightness up slightly, and this is where you obviously want to get the contrast a little bit darker, so you will have to play around with the brightness and contrast and stuff, because you want to get a little bit more grey, so you can actually flick like the 2nd layer. It's basically the same. Right, just for argument's sake I'm going to do it like that. Exactly the same thing. Select the black, cut that out, select the white, cut that out. Okay. So what you got again is your 3rd layer. To make the definition between them, what you want to do is you go to the 1st layer you got, go back to your contrast, and put your contrast all the way down. So I'll give you that. Okay, and then do the same on the other one. And so because they're the same colour, you can't see any definition in it. So, but this layer is going to be a lighter grey. This layer is going to be a darker grey. So what you want to do is go back to that layer, go brightness again, and put the brightness down. So what you get is that darker grey. So what you can actually now see is the actual definition of it. Why is that line there? How annoying is that? Never mind. Oh, it's gone. So yeah, it's easy as that, to be honest. And obviously then you can either print out individual layers like that. What I actually do is merge each layer down. And then you've got one picture. You can go to File, Export, export it as a JPEG. So you can find it wherever you want to. You go to File, Type, save it wherever you want, save it as a JPEG. It's the normal way of doing it. Export, replace that. Go to 100, why would you not? Export. Okay, and then obviously if I go to my file, that's actually on my desktop, it's replaced the original picture with a stencil. Okay, and then from there you see cut out the black, you cut out the grey, individual layers. So there you go, you can now make multi-layer stencils. You're welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you wanted to check out any artwork I've actually done, click the link on my Facebook page. There's artwork for sale on there as well. Come back for the next video, really. I don't know what it's going to be. It's just, I just make it up as I go along. Peace!